Watch Transit TV right now.
Mi Harmon ultimate comentario 1. Keep watching Transit TV and stay remote for premium content. Otra vez, adios.
Followed by Rivers United.
We'll settle it next week.
Enyimba somehow still on the third position. I am suspecting Enyimba that this season they might be the team to beat by Remo. Then on the fourth position you have okay. Yes, the two big wins of the weekend, Ikorodu City winning away to Castina United, and of course, like I mentioned earlier on, Rivers United losing at home to Bayelsa United. This, I don't know how many years. Victor, remind us how many years did it take Bayelsa United to achieve this feat? It was that they won a trophy on Sunday in Port Harcourt. How did that one happen?
Every team would want to beat Rivers United. They would wish to beat Rivers United at home. But it has not happened since 5 years. Nobody has beaten Rivers in Port Harcourt in 5 whole years. The last team who did that was in 2019, and that was Wiki Tourists. Now, Wiki Tourists, they are off in the oblivion. No one knows where they are right now. And Bayelsa United, breaking a long 5-year record. No one, even if there would have been an away victory in Port Harcourt, no one would expect it's Bayelsa United bottom of the table. Exactly. So it's really, really surprising. And it goes on to show that the NPFL has grown and the integrity level has also grown, because, some people have this notion
there's corruption, win at home by all means.
Not even that, not even about corruption. That the fact that the league is not on TV, because, Star Times have a contract with the NPFL, but so far, the league has not been on TV for over 3 weeks. This is the third week and the league is not on TV because they are still trying to sort out some of the issues with the NPFL board. Now you'll be thinking maybe as a fact that the league is not on TV, they want to do their mago, but the referees were up to the task. The referee were, doing their job diligently well and did not allow any sort of infringement in the game. And Bayelsa United were able to pick up 3 wonderful points away from home in Port Harcourt. So really, really surprising results. Really demoralizing.
That gives impetus to people like Remo Stars to know that they can go to Port Harcourt and get the 3 points. Samad, what do you expect when you go to Port Harcourt to get your own 3 points?
They will be facing Remo Stars in 10 minutes.
Yeah, this weekend is the big one. This weekend, I'm sure you're going to be there live for our viewers to get us highlights, interviews, and live feed from there. So, Victor, let me ask you. So, what? Go ahead.
Unfortunately, we'll be Uyo then.
Oh, yeah. That's the weekend the Super Eagles is playing. Yeah, it's true.
Yes. So this game, after the game between Remo Stars and Rivers this weekend, we start from there. We'll know if they will to get at least a point from there when they go away at Port Harcourt. Yeah. Let's start from them first.
So, Victor, what has happened to Finidi?
Well, Finidi refused to grant an interview yesterday. Immediately after the game, he just went into the tunnel with his players. None of the Rivers United players granted us an interview yesterday. Everyone was upset because, that was a huge loss. This is the third game now. Rivers United have not gotten a good result. Remember, they drew against El Kaneme Warriors.
Yeah, then
the next game, they lost to Ikorodu City and then losing at home. So really, really demoralizing for Finidi George. But I won't blame him. I feel like it's just his tactics that did not work out well. Now, I've always been complaining that Finidi George is using one particular lineup since the start of the season. He has been using one particular lineup, and then even the bench, the people that the substitutes he brings on are the same sort of substitutes. So, fatigue would certainly come in. Yet we are in the 11th match day, so definitely the players will, struggle fatigue, there will be tired legs. So he saw that his players were tired, and he decided to tweak things. And he brought on players that have not started for Rivers United this season, and they started that game. About 5 to 6 changes for Rivers United in that particular game. And it did not work out because these players have not gelled. He has not included them, gradually. And that's why I was complaining at the start of the season, when we are exactly at match day 4. I said, you can't keep using the same sort of players. You need to, integrate, the other players that are part of the squad. I was privileged to see the number of players Rivers United signed this season, and I know a couple of them that have not been used so far this season. So these are the concerns that Finidi George is facing right now. So it's going to be, I prefer Rivers to drop points now than drop points later, so that they can learn from their mistakes. At least, even if they don't get maximum results against Remo Stars next week, try and integrate these players. It will help you because injuries are starting to come in. Tired legs are happening. Fatigue is also happening. You need to integrate your other players to fill in those gaps and those positions.
Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, 3 games, possible 9 points. You only have 1 point on the board. If you continue to do that, it might be difficult to catch up later in the season. I know you say it's a long season, things are still going to happen, but you don't want to be far away from the best people you're competing on the league for. So let's start with you right quick on Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City just won again, and this time around they went from home to Katsina United. What's going on in Lagos?
In Lagos, and they are all excited, but they are not. They are celebrating on the low, but I think they are currently 11th position on the league. So the boys, like I told you before, the boys they are good. They are good, and this coach is really bringing out the best from them. Even defensively, every player has great impact, and they have this physique, they have this strength. Do you get? So they're happy for now, and we pray the happiness will last. But I have a feeling that I feel like a small thing, to be a small thing that we still meet the end of the community. But for a team that just came from NNL to the NPFL, they are doing well.
Okay. So what do you expect? What do you guys expect? Do you think they will survive from what you have seen so far?
Yeah, they should. Yes. We are winning, trying to, if not winning away, at least getting a point away. This is what Remo Stars are struggling to do, and for City they are doing it. So they will definitely survive. They will even if they don't win the league, I see them finishing high. Because I know I'm not supposed to judge for now, but I've watched these players play. I've watched their highlights, and I know that these players they are going to finish well. They will finish well, even if not finishing as winning the title, but they will finish well, and they will give big teams problem. They will give teams problem.
So, Victor, what's your take on Ikorodu City?
I've always been looking out for Ikorodu City. I know that they are a side that have young. They are one of the sides that have the youngest, vibrant players in the league. Maybe El Kanemi Warriors will have more of that. But according to what the director of the club said, they never wanted to let their former coach, go. The coach that guided them from the lower division, the NNL, down to the NPFL. They believed in the coach and they believed in the players. But unfortunately, he resigned.
The coach never believed in himself. He resigned, saying that for his health. Can you imagine?
For his mental health.
Yeah. So after he resigned, the next game till now, Ikorodu City hasn't lost anything.
Yeah, but sometimes we as fans will say what we see from the outside. You don't know what's going on inside. Maybe it was too much for him to handle. He has done his bit. And like you said, some people, I know you say he didn't believe it. Some people just know their level. Maybe he doesn't belong to the NPFL and he knows it. So it's easier for him to. And
all his games. I think he drew only one and he lost I think 5 or so. And the way the criticism from people and everything, I think it was just too much for him. And not everybody have the shock absorber for criticism like that. So that's
And
why it's so
one of the things that affected him is the fact that Ikorodu City, they are a Lagos-based team. And, coming from the fact that the former Lagos-based team, Sporting Lagos, disappointed the fans. And, most of the Sporting Lagos fans are now part of the Ikorodu City setup. So there are a lot of us were disappointed and pressure was coming again. I'm like, okay, another Lagos-based team is going to relegate again. So I think maybe that's part of the pressure that, Bright was facing and he had to resign. But so far, so good. Nuruddin Awororo is doing a fantastic job, and hopefully he can keep the momentum going for Ikorodu City. Yeah, your mic is muted. Your mic.
mute your mic.
Yeah, so our viewers out there, let's give you the table after match day 11 on the NPFL. Remo Stars, the darling team for Isebuan, are still on top of the league.
Don't play.
Followed by Vita UC Isebuan, followed by Rivers United.
We'll settle it next week.
Eyimba somehow still on the 3rd position. I am suspecting Eyimba that this season they might be the team to beat by Remo. Then on the 4th position, you have Tornadoes and Canopy, like Victor mentioned, 5th position. Rangers have really gone down in form, dipped in form, just 1 point above Heartland. They are on the 6th position after winning the league last season. Academy Warriors, who have lost their first game of the season this weekend, 16 points on the 7th position. Shooting Stars 8, and Heartland, my own Heartland, have moved all the way from relegation to the 9th position on the table after winning 3 straight games. America is doing things at Inouye, and I think we need to support him. I'm still waiting for my jersey to come in from Nigeria. I shall be donning that jersey. Probably by the next time we'll be doing this show. And Remo Stars, of course, you guys, that's my team as well. I'm rooting for you guys. They call you the Arsenal of NPFL. I'm an Arsenal fan, so we are there together. We are in it together. And if you go down the table, wow, Bendel Insurance is right now at the bottom of this league, 9 points. And this supports what people have been saying, that in NPFL, anything can happen. But the Insurance was, I think, 9th 3 or 4 weeks ago.
It was because of the I think the penalty given to them.
But penalty is part of the game. Penalty is part of football. I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you that Bendel Insurance is at the bottom of this table. I can't believe my eyes. I cannot believe it. Honestly, these guys were 7th and 9th on the table 3 weeks ago. I said, what's going on?
So we will work for Basiki. What governor Basiki was going on in the state?
No. This is not
because of the point deduction of God, what they did to the officials. It's just punishment. They will come back. Bendel Insurance.
I hope they do. Bendel Insurance is one of the teams that I believe should be doing well in NPFL as well. You have Aqua United, 2nd from bottom, Lobby Stars, 3rd from bottom, Nasarawa United. So this is the table. And teams like Aba Warriors, Sunshine Stars, Bayelsa United, Plateau United, and Katsina United, find themselves from the 11th position. Ikorodu City has moved from relegation as well to 11th position, solid 11, 14 points on the board, just 1 or 2 points from people who are current players who is on the 5th position. So that tells you, I support exactly what Victor has been saying on this podcast, that in NPFL, don't say it is over until it's over, because things change very, very quickly. You said?
Even me, I've been saying those things is over. I don't know the same as Victor.
Some people you judge them immediately. You don't even want to wait. Like Heartland, you judge Heartland and Amunike instantly. Now, few minutes ago, you told us that Ikorodu City will survive. You're sure. You didn't say, let's wait and see if this will continue. You're very, very sure that Ikorodu City is going to do well this season. So you have your teams that you give instant judgment. You have that you say, let's wait. That's why. Yeah, guys, it's good to have you on the show today. That comes the end of the show for today. And our viewers out there, I don't depend on who you support. You've seen it. I will call it miracle is happening in NPFL. Magic is happening. Coaches, former Super Eagles players are coming back and helping the NPFL, be exciting. Finidi George is losing his grip on the league gradually after going unbeaten for 9, 10, I think 11 weeks. He has lost his 2 consecutive games now, second on the table, 1 point behind the Remo Stars, who have not been very, very commanding this season, but somehow they managed to stay top of the table. I know they lost that position briefly for 1 week or 2 weeks. They are back on the top of the table now. And we're going to have a very sumptuous fixture this weekend in Ikene. Remo Stars will be at home to Rivers United. If Remo manages to win that game, that will be 4 points gap ahead of Rivers United, which will now mean that Finidi has lost 3 straight games in the league. And obviously, that could be a very big dent on their confidence and form, and which could mean that the Remo Stars will go ahead and win the league finally this season. So we'll wait and see how that's going to pan out.